Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
By number 24.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2. Downing, and he'll find Pittman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Complete.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Indianapolis.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Running back.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
Downing's pass. Complete to Mike.
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad. So then we'll find out if they can actually play.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And he powers his way up past the 30.
22, the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 50 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was not. As he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Downing. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
To number 82.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around. The line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back up. To the field here for their 2nd drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Cincinnati Bengals.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 29-yard line.
To throw on second down. Downing. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
Complete to Gerald.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. Partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
He's got it. Touchdown. Bengals. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
24 of the ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On the option.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Number 82.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Downing. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Downing, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
To number 82.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep downfield, and this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 30.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah. Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Fumble on the play.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Colts first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The running back, again, the ball.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Downing. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the gun, Downing, and he's got it. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he's going to keep it here. And he lost the football. Free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. McMillan. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Complete to number 22. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Downing. And incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Downing. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Downing's pass.
A big play there. 75. Yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with you.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
To number 24.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Bryant with a catch right side.
Downing's pass complete to number 82.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10. Downing. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Downing. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
From the gun. Downing. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Pass complete.
Michael Pittman, 47 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field, they can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
He was brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
3-yard loss.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
28.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals.